welcome to Hard Rock Radio Live. I'm Sicko. It's a Sicko show, and on the phone with me right now are the guys from Driving Eternity. We got Jason, we got Shaun, and we got Garrett. What's up, dude?
What's going on, man?
And this is Shaun on the phone with me right now. They're going to be passing it around. And what are you guys up to?
Oh, we're sitting around, we're having a few beers, we're going over some plans, thinking about the future, thinking about what we're going to be doing the first of the year. Hopefully we're going to be starting a tour up maybe sometime after February.
Very cool.
Coming down towards the south, southeast a little bit and working our way up.
Right. So you guys are a pretty new band right now, and how do you guys meet each other? How do you get started? Come across each other's paths?
I met Jason through MySpace. I just moved to the area, and I was kind of looking around trying to find some session work, and he had an ad up for needing a session singer to record some songs, and so contacted him, we met, and just as we started working on these songs to record, we just kind of started really grooving with each other, and deciding that we wanted to try to make a band of this and start writing together. And through the guy that we were recording with, we met Garrett and we met Robbie, our other guitar player, and we just slowly but surely we started working on stuff, and we started recording things and started writing things, and it just kind of all fell together, almost like fate. Right.
That's cool, yeah, and it definitely shows, man. You guys got this chemistry about you. I really like the tunes a lot.
Thanks a lot, man.
Now, the classic Southern rock sound that you guys have, is that something that you shot for, or was it a natural occurrence when you guys just got together?
It was pretty natural, when we started out recording acoustically, and we were actually started recording country songs, and we were kind of trying to just write songs and sell them, and I guess when I started recording the vocals, I had a tendency to pull it towards this kind of bluesy, soulful feel, and we just kind of started falling into that, and then the guitars coming, especially with Garrett, and when Garrett and Robbie came in, and we really just started getting that rock sound, and I think we all collectively at the same time just started rotating towards this,
right,
whatever we're at right now, and I think, we're still slowly building up to, I don't think we're in that transformation yet, but most of it, I think, it just kind of happened that way. The more that we kind of came in tune with it, then we start going like, all right, now we found what we're sounding like. Let's roll with it. Right.
Well, that's cool. I mean, like I said, it's a natural thing. It's definitely better. It's not forced like we were talking about before. It's hard to play the role if it's not really something that you're feeling, and that definitely works out.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you can't do anything but what's inside you to do, and I think for all of us, this has all been kind of just building up inside of us, and we've been needing to get this out. We've all been doing other bands and other ventures, and nothing's really just fully worked out, and now we all feel like we're at home, and we're like a big family that, we've all only been together not even a full year, but it seems like we've all known each other our whole lives,
That's cool. That's the chemistry,
Oh, yeah.
What kind of influences you guys got? You all come from different schools of, schools of rock, or pretty much all the same?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we got a lot of similarities, man. We all love a lot of the classics. We love Zeppelin, and we love the Beatles, and Skinner, and just Queen, and Journey, and AC/DC, Sabbath, and then we've all got our other little things. I'm a huge Otis Redding fan, and a big fan of soul and old Motown, and Jason loves The Cure, and can't tell you everybody's what everybody's is right off the bat, but I think we all have collective things, and then everybody brings their own little differences that they have away from everybody else, and it helps blend to make a really nice sound.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Shaun, you're the vocalist. As far as lyrics go, are you all involved in that, or you just write your own lyrics, or how does that work for you guys?
We do. Jason and I write the majority of the lyrics. We all like to leave everything open. Like nobody nobody's ever just the sole person doing anything. Anybody that wants to come up with something does. We do a lot of writing together. I think it's better that way. You know, I mean, it's always great when somebody just writes a song by themselves and it's great, and you don't have to do anything to it. But I really enjoy writing together because we get to you kind of get to where we're all thinking with the same brain after a while. You know,
right? Do you guys have like some sort of formula? 'Cause I'm not a musician. I don't know how it works, but do you come up with lyrics and then try to make music to fit them, or do you have a melody and you say, okay, these words would go good with it? You know, how does that work for you guys?
I think it goes. It's kind of both, you know, and we all have our own type of way. I typically usually get a groove or a sound in my head first, and I'll kind of get a melody and go to it. And sometimes, you know, words go, and then sometimes somebody will come up with a really good line, and we'll just write it down, you know, and then eventually we'll pull it out. So I think it's better to just run at it from every angle, you know, and whatever works. If it doesn't, you just come back to it. You know, you throw it back onto the drawing board, and you come back later.
Right. Very cool. And now, how about? I mean, I know you can speak for yourself, but personal histories, like where have you gone through to get to where you are? Other bands, growing up. Like, how'd you get into everything? How'd you get to the point you are now?
You know, I started out, my mom moved around a lot, and with my aunt, and my aunt, for some reason, always dated musicians, and that kind of sparked my interest into the musical world. You know, she always had a guy that played guitar, and he would always be sitting on the couch and jamming, and I always wanted to learn, and slowly but surely I got into it, and out of high school, had a couple bands. You know, most of them didn't do much. Most of them, we were all a bunch of kids. You know, we spent more time getting high and getting drunk than we did trying to make something happen. And I moved around a little bit. I just got back to this area a couple years ago, and I had a band for a little while. You know, it was fun. It was heavy. You know, it was metal because that's what you had to do at the time, I guess. And
right.
And it was cool, and it was, but it wasn't what I felt like I was meant to do, you know. And like I said, all that stuff happened where Jason and I met, and we all met, and now, you know, I feel like I'm at in every aspect, you know, musically and in my life and where I'm supposed to be. You know, I feel like I'm with the guys I'm supposed to be with, playing the music that I'm supposed to be playing. You know, I think everybody else feels the same way too. You know, we're all just following, you know, whatever the dice roll.
Yeah, that's all you can do, you know. And it's working out for you guys. Like I said, the songs are awesome, and we're gonna play a couple of them right now. We're gonna play "Soul of the Wine." Is there a backstory to this? Anything goes into it that you want to talk about?
You know, that song came out, and we wanted to have a fun, up-tempo rock and roll song, you know, and we wanted to be something that everybody could connect with, you know. Right. And so we kind of started thinking, and things started coming, and we all had ideas, and it just kind of came out, you know. It's almost like it just kind of fell out of us. And and that hook in the chorus, you know, and that main line, you know, if I'm feeling fine, I got the soul of the wine, you know. I think everybody can relate to that, and people can sing along to that in the audience and just, you know, have a great time. And no matter where you're at, whether you're in a coliseum or you're in a bar, or you could be in your living room with your buddies drinking beer and just totally get what that's about, you know. It doesn't need any explanation about what it's truly about or anything. It's just a feeling. Right.
Yeah, it's definitely an upbeat tune, and we're going to play that right now. This is Soul of the Wine from Driving Eternity, on the phone with Shaun, as well as Jason and Garrett from Driving Eternity. Driving Eternity at MySpace.com. We'll be right back.